Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, my mega movie friends. So this is all the movies I picked up in the month of December. These are Blu-rays, 4Ks, some cool slip covers in here, some boutique label stuff. So if you love collecting physical media just like me and being a part of this amazing league of mega film fans, you are in the right spot. Go ahead and merrily smash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. That way you're alerted when a new physical media haul video posts. But we're going to get into the list of this haul of bangers, of course. I will say a little bit about each film, give you my recommendation on if you should be picking these up, and then, of course, leave in the comments too what you think of my titles that I picked up. And if you picked up anything, you definitely recommend out to the community and me, of course. So let's go ahead and get into this pile of amazing moviness. So here at the bottom, we do have the Peanuts Holiday Collection. Yes, Charlie Brown. Yes, I really loved picking up this set. It got to a really good cheap discount. It was like 20 something bucks. And you basically have all these holiday specials in here now. Now, I haven't watched the Thanksgiving and Halloween one recently. I'm going to wait for next holiday season to check those out. But I did get through the Christmas special and the other couple episodes it had in there. And they were actually really good. I forgot how amazing the Peanuts are, just the characters and their wacky antics and the music. And oh my gosh, Snoopy is freaking hilarious. I forgot how hilarious Snoopy is in these TV episodes here. So I really enjoyed getting the holiday collection. I highly recommend getting this at a good deal. I mean, it's just whole holiday family fun. You can't do better than this. And then we are going to get into, ooh, this was a really good one. Beetle Juice, Beetle Juice. Can't say that too many times on the channel, but this got to a super cheap price. It was like under 19 bucks. So actually, I might just link that affiliate link in the description below if you want to pick it up. And mine still came with the slip cover at that price. So that was phenomenal. But I really had a great time with this movie. I think it's a worthy sequel. Now, is it as great as the first? Probably not, but come on, it was made so many years later. I think it was cool to see the old cast back again with some new characters thrown in here. So I thought it was pretty darn fun. And the special features are really good on this movie. One of the reasons we collect physical media are for the bonuses, and the making of the interviews here with all the cast members were just fantastic. So I really highly recommend picking up the physical disc for the bonuses alone, but really enjoyed that one overall. And then, of course, we are getting into, ooh, yes, the Men in Black little triple feature here. I really enjoyed these movies and I completely forgot about a lot of them. So I was happy to kind of relive them again. And wow, actually, each of these movies are enjoyable to some extent or another. I liked all of them. Really, they were really fun and entertaining for, I guess, sci-fi action comedy movies. I mean, Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith just have like a fun chemistry and banter about them. And then the alien creatures in there, like Stanley Tucci in there, and I think maybe I'm getting actors wrong now. I don't know, but the alien creatures were fun, and each of these movies are kind of blending together now. But they were really enjoyable, so I had a great time with these in 4K. Yeah, some of the visual effects didn't look super amazing, but when they had some practical stuff in there, that looked really good. And then the music was just awesome. I forgot how good like the end credit music is in each of these, so I just had a great time with this one. So yeah, really good collection to pick up on a discount for sure. Maybe I'll link that one in the description too, because it was a good deal. All right, next up, we are going to have Galaxy Quest. Yes, Galaxy Quest was a ton of fun. Oh my gosh, basically a spoof satire of the Star Trek series. You have an all-star cast here with like Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver. Looks great in this movie, of course. And then the one that plays Severus Snape. Why am I forgetting the name? But anyway, this is an all-star cast. Absolutely, and you get the slipcover over the steelbook, which is really cool. I love when they can combine the both because you get the best of both worlds there. The artwork looks great inside and out. And so I really enjoyed this one. And it was a reasonable price steelbook. I think I got it for what, pre-ordered it around the $25 marker. That is not a bad deal for a 4K steelbook these days. So really happy to get Galaxy Quest into the collection finally. So another high recommendation there. I mean, the TV, I mean, look at that. Just looks so darn cool from a collecting perspective. All right, next up, we got, ooh, yeah, some boutique label stuff. Finally picked up Shocker, yes, from Scream Factory. I watched this for the first time. I've never seen this movie before, but I remember it in the rental stores, just seeing this cover. I'm like, ooh, that looks so intense and scary. I need to check it out one of these days. And it took like 20 years later, but I finally got to it. And this is great. It's a Wes Craven title, and it's just super fun. It's like kind of, it's almost like a Nightmare on Elm Street in a way, actually, because there's some paranormal kind of like fantasy elements to it all, but it's definitely a slasher movie. Kind of has that old school 80s cheese, but it's really inventive, really entertaining. And so I enjoyed Shocker overall. I can highly recommend this one. It was very, very good. So happy to have that one in the collection. And then next up, ooh, some Arrow stuff. Oh, this one was so phenomenal. Trick or Treat. I remember when I first watched Trick or Treat back in the day, I didn't super love it. It's anthology tales, and I'm not a massive anthology fan. But for some reason, watching this again on the 4K disc, and the 4K disc looked and sounded beautiful, by the way, and amazing special features there. And that artwork slipcover, phenomenal. I don't know. I just really like the stories this time around, and you really got to see stuff in the background that just connected all the stories together by the end, and that iconic Sam character. For some reason, it just works better on multiple viewings, in my opinion. So I really liked revisiting this one. So loved what Arrow did with Trick or Treat. All right, next up, another Arrow one here. I just love what Arrow did this year. Oh my gosh. I actually did a whole like Arrow top 5 ranking for the year. I'll link that video in the description too. But we got The Man from Uncle, a Guy Ritchie title, a spy action comedy, Henry Cavill in there. Oh my gosh, this movie is so fun and really good special features in here. They packed a lot of new stuff into this one, so it's worth it for the Arrow release. I did have a Blu-ray, but the upgrade, if you're a big fan of the movie, it's definitely worth it. But this movie is just a whole lot of fun. It's kind of like a James Bond 007 movie in a way, with a little bit more of a comedic humor to it. So I really enjoyed this one. Some great moments in here. So yeah, The Man from Uncle, I highly recommend. One of my favorite Guy Ritchie titles out there for sure. All right, next up, we are going to have The Watchers. Yes, a Shauna Shyamalan title. Yes, M. Night Shyamalan's daughter directed this one, and I really like The Watchers. I know this one kind of gets a bad rep, I guess, but I thought it was pretty darn interesting. There's a lot of fantasy elements in there that I was not expecting, but I guess it's like a dark thriller mystery in a way. It's not like terribly scary or anything like that, but it was kind of edge of my seat for a little bit of it. So yeah, I enjoyed this one overall. So yes, I can recommend The Watchers. All right, next up, we are going to have a fun family one, Migration. Yes, collector's edition. You get like 3 little mini short movies in there too, which are really cool. But Migration has a great voice cast. You got like Aquafina in there. But it's just really fun. If you want something for the whole family holiday season, I mean, Migration just works perfectly. So I did enjoy this one overall. The animation is really spot on. All right. Next up, we are going to have, yes, I finally watched Dune Part 2 on the 4K disc, and the 4K disc did not disappoint. That's why we had to nominate it for the 4th annual Meggies for Epic Picture and Sound, because this disc was just so pitch perfect sounding. I mean, it was so clear to the images. I mean, you could see the sand, hear the sand. It was beautiful. Oh my gosh, these sandworms looked fantastic. But great all-star cast, sci-fi epic action, great world building here. I think it's way better than the first one. The first one's kind of slow. This one, I thought, kind of ramped everything up a little bit, had more epic action moments. So yeah, Doom Part 2, very good sci-fi epic. Highly recommend that one. All right, next up, We're gonna have, I mean, talking about epics here, we got Oppenheimer. Yes, finally picked this one up. Once again, a lot of these got discounted for the holidays, so I finally got to them and watched them. And this one, just like Doom Part 2, looked and sounded amazing. And I won't say I super love Oppenheimer. Yeah, it's a lot of talky, physicists and whatnot. To me, I do like the first two acts though, because the first two acts is kind of almost a heist movie in a way. They're assembling this physicist scientist team to do the Manhattan Project. To me, that's when the movie is most interesting. When we get into the third act, to me it just gets too drawn out. I don't love the third act. It becomes like a courtroom drama, but not super interesting in my opinion. So it's way too long of a movie. I would have stopped after the detonation, right? I would have done basically the first 2 hours, make that a complete movie, or do something different with the third act. Like, what was the fallout of the dropping of these atomic craziness out there? Like, that would have been cool too. That would have been a different take. That would have been interesting as well. So I like the movie overall, but I would have done something a little bit different with the direction by the end of it. I guess what I'm saying. If you guys agree with me, let me know in the comments below. But I know a lot of people love this one. And some people think it's really overrated, so it's kind of in the middle. It's kind of funny. Let's see what's up next here. We have, ooh, now talk about a good courtroom drama. I mean, you compare the Oppenheimer third act to A Few Good Men. You know what a courtroom drama should be. A Few Good Men was excellent. Oh my gosh, Tom Cruise gives a powerful performance here. Same with Jack Nicholson. Just to see their banter and dialogue back and forth. Oh my gosh, really thrilling story. Yeah, A Few Good Men is excellent. So happy that this got discounted. I was able to get into the collection. I really like this one overall. So if you can still get this one on the cheap, highly recommend. But this was a excellent pickup for sure. Really like that one. All right, next up we are going to have, ooh, The Way We Were with Barbara Streisand and Robert Redford. Yeah, they definitely look fairly young in this movie, absolutely. Now, should I have picked this one up? Maybe I could have skipped on it. The deal really overtook me because it came out at a very expensive price point. Then it got super cheap, and I'm like, oh, I might as well pick it up now, right? And I won't say it's bad or anything. Like, it's a good romance story. So if you're really into just like kind of clean romance movies, it's not like a raunchy romance. It's not like a comedic There's not really a lot of comedy in here, I would say. I mean, maybe a couple things you maybe a grin or chuckle at here and there, but it is really just kind of straight up old school, like classic romance, which it's fine for what it is. I enjoyed it well enough. A one time watch, definitely good. I just don't know if I would pull this one off the shelf multiple times and keep rewatching this one. So this is one I would say if you're into romance movies, check it out. But just I don't know if you need to buy it. Is what I'm saying right here, right? Why we can still talk, yes. But there we go. Those were my pickups for the month that I actually watched through. Now I did get some other stuff, but I haven't watched it yet, and I want to give you guys good deep in thoughts into these movies when I talk about them. So the other stuff I picked up, that will be in the next haul video next month, of course, because I will have gotten through watching all of that, of course. But there we go. Once again, you guys let me know in the comments below, what were you picking up? What were the best deals you got? What were your favorites out of my pile? Let's get that film fan discussion going in the comments. Of course, share out this video if you can. If you haven't already, merely smash that like and subscribe. Jingle that notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media topic video posts. So I'd love to keep you guys up to date and entertained in the world of physical media, of course. And we just have a great time talking them movies. And of course, you love this physical media topic, mega smash the next video right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.